Add-ons have long been an integral part of World of Warcraft. They can boost your performance in PvE, give you the upper hand in PvP, and massively increase your quality of life. Here's my bite-size rundown for some of the best ones for SoD. So you might have noticed that my add-ons aren't just littered around my minimap like they normally would be. Instead, they're hidden in this little box up here. It's called MinimapButtonButton, and it just makes your UI so much cleaner. The next add-on I'd like to talk about is a PvP focused add-on. It's called Omnibar. Essentially what it lets you do is track the enemy's cooldowns in PvP. All you have to do is type /Omnibar, then click on spells, and you can select which cooldowns you want to track for which class. And then where it says Omnibar down here, once they've used one of these cooldowns, the abilities will pop up just like this and show you how long they've got left until they're back. This can really help you get the upper hand in PvP, which is going to be really important in the new Stranglethorn Vale PvP event. So this next add-on is an absolute must-have in my opinion. It's called LFG Bulletin Board. When you click on it, you get this little window pop up, and anybody looking for a group or looking for more members of a group, it'll get listed in this window and categorize them for you by the instance that they're looking for. It just makes getting into a group so much easier. And then for anyone with a gathering profession, I highly recommend that you get GatherMate 2 Classic and GatherMate 2 Data Wowhead Classic. Once you have these two add-ons, all you have to do is type /GatherMate, go to import, and then check which professions databases you want to import. Once you've done that, just click on import GatherMate 2 data, and it will take the data straight from Wowhead, and then it will show you on the map all the relevant nodes for the gathering profession that you picked. It makes it really easy to know which zones to get which materials and to be able to make your own little gathering routes. Then one that a lot of you will be familiar with, Atlasloot Season of Discovery. Once you click this add-on, you get this little window pop up, and it just lets you look through all the different dungeons and raids in the game, including the new Blackfathom Deeps raid, and in Phase 2, the new Gnomeregan raid. You can see all the different bosses and all the loot that they drop. So if you're anything like me, you can just stare at that epic staff that you're never going to win. So then we've got what is, in my opinion, the essential leveling add-on. It's called Rested XP Guides. All you have to do is right click on it and you can choose one of the guides. For example, I've gone with Horde Speedrun 1 to 22, and then you'll get this little window here. It shows you exactly what you need to do, tells you where to go, what quests to pick up, what mobs to kill. You even get a little arrow here that shows you where to go to complete these objectives. Takes all the guesswork out of leveling and just makes it so much faster. So then one of my personal favorite add-ons, Decursive. This just makes dispelling so easy. Anyone with a dispel, even if you're a DPS, will benefit from having this add-on. Party members are all assigned a box which light up when they're affected by a dispellable debuff. For example, on my priest, I just left click to dispel magic and right click to dispel disease. It just makes tracking debuff players and quickly dispelling them so much simpler. Some people prefer mouse over macros to this, but I've always loved this add-on. Most of you will know about this next one. It's called Details. It is the best damage and healing meter. Everyone can benefit from having this. Even as a tank or a healer, you should be looking to increase your damage output, so get this add-on and you won't look back. This next add-on is more of a personal choice. It's called Bagnon. It just turns all of your bags into one giant bag. For me, it makes managing my inventory way easier. Try it out and see how you like it. So for my nameplates add-on, I like to use an add-on called Neatplates and combine it with another add-on called Big Debuffs. The classic nameplates aren't brilliant. With Neatplates, it's just clearer. You get things like dot tracking, you get to see the target's spells underneath their HP bar, and then combining that with Big Debuffs, you get to see things like crowd control really easily. So on to the most versatile add-on ever, Weakauras. As you can see, I've got this Weakaura pack here for playing my Shadow Priest. It tracks my dots and a few other important cooldowns as well as my mana bar. To get packs like this, just head to wago.io and go to the classic section. Filter by recent release dates to find ones for Season of Discovery and then import them into Weakauras. If you need any help doing this, just let me know down in the comments. There's also another Weakaura that I really like to use. It's called Threat Info V2. Basically, this little number here is the percentage of threat that you've got on your target. So if you're close to 100 as a healer or DPS while in a raid, you know to either stop DPS, use a threat reduction ability, or just flame your tank in chat. Quick quality of life add-on now is called Chat Copy Paste. It just adds this little icon of scissors to your chat box. Click on it and your chat will appear in this new window, which allows you to highlight text and copy it really easily. Really nice and useful for things like copying Discord links for raids and things like that. The next add-on I'd like to mention is called Pawn. That's P-A-W-N, get your minds out of the gutter, guys. Essentially all that does is when you hover over an item, it will show you the percentage upgrade that that item is to what you've currently got equipped in that slot. This isn't always 100% accurate though, so take it with a pinch of salt, do a bit more research if you need to. But if you're just looking for an easy way to compare two pieces of gear, this is a nice little baseline to follow. Next up, we've got Nova World Buffs. This has been used in previous versions of Classic for tracking things like the Onyxia World Buff and things like that. Right now, the best use for it is that it tells you the percentage for the Battle for Ashen Vale PvP event, and this will almost certainly get updated in Phase 2 and beyond to help track things like the Stranglethorn Vale event that's coming in Phase 2. Definitely recommend picking this one up. Another quick add-on that I want to mention that I really like to have is called Modern Target Frame. Normally, when you hover over a HP bar in Classic, nothing happens, but with this add-on, you get to see the amount of HP that the mob has. This is really nice just for things like seeing how much HP a boss has, but it also has some more practical uses, for example, knowing when to use Shadow or Death if you're playing Priest. One add-on that I think everybody needs is called Character Stats Classic. This is what your character sheet normally looks like by default, and this is what it looks like with the add-on. You get to see the important information for your character that you need. It's an absolute game changer. Another add-on for the character panel now is called Item Rack. It just lets you hover over one of your gear slots, and all other items for that gear slot in your inventory will come up. It makes comparing gear so much easier, especially if you combine this with pawn. Another add-on that's going to be incredible when leveling up to 40 in Phase 2 is called What's Training. It adds this little button here to your spellbook. When you click on it, you can see the spells and abilities that you've got available at your trainer right now, as well as what level upcoming abilities will be able to be trained. No more having to guess whether it's worth going back to the trainer or not. And then for my map add-on, I like to use an add-on called Leatrix Maps. So this is an example of what a zone would look like that I've not yet been to if I'm using the default UI. And this is that same zone with Leatrix. So you can still see the zone, but it's still clear where you haven't explored. You get to see spirit healers on the map. You even get to see the entrances and exits to different zones on the map, as displayed with little arrows here. Really nice add-on to have, 100% recommend it. For the auction house, I recommend Auctionator. It allows you to do a full scan of the auction house, which will then show items prices on the tooltips whenever you hover over them. It also allows you to make shopping lists, see all your recent searches, filters items by their cheapest price so you can buy them easily, allows you to sell things just on this tab here by looking at items that are sellable in your inventory. It just makes everything to do with the auction house way easier. If you haven't got this one already, definitely check it out. And a general bonus tip, I'd like to mention the Curseforge app. If you're still downloading add-ons the traditional way, check this out. All you have to do is open the app, type the add-on that you're looking for, and then press install, and that's it. Updating is even easier. Just go to your add-ons list and press update all. If you've been manually installing updates or different new add-ons, try this out and I guarantee you'll love it. It saves you so much time. I've been having an absolute blast with Season of Discovery, and I'm so glad that Blizzard decided to give Classic brand new content. If you want to know more about why I think Season of Discovery is so good, check out this video here. Thanks for watching.